Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're doing reading for sign of Gemini, and keep in mind that this does not resonate for every Gemini. If you'd like a personal reading, be the first link in the description down below. Repeat that, first link in the description down below for a personal reading. You also find a bunch of other things there in the description. You can find my Etsy shop, which has my tarot and my oracle cards on there. A bunch of things there on my Etsy shop in the description down below. You should definitely go check that out. You also find my shirt store, my website, and the social media platforms I'm on, as well as Patreon. All that's in the description down below. If you'd like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so. I do appreciate donations here. I tell you, Gemini, it is extremely humid today, as it was yesterday. I don't really like the humidity. Good. A card falling out. We have number 12 with Anubis. Surrender, Shaman, Enlightened Heart. So we have Anubis connecting with you quite strongly for it to just like really fall out and really say, hey, I'm here. And we have number 0 with the Dove. Initiate, Innocence, Trust. Number 8 with Matt. Truth, Radiance, Balance. Number 1, Entering the Mystery. Dove, Nekbet, Mother Mutt, Nephthys, and Isis. Number 6 was Sobek and Horus. Reconciliation of opposites, forgiveness, understanding. Number 2 with Nephthys. The High Priestess, intuition, mystery. Number 5, Higher Love and Wisdom, Hathor, Set, and Budget. Number 3 with Isis, Holy Queen, Mother of us all, embodied manifestation of love. Okay, so Gemini, you're going through this initiation here, connecting with all these gods and goddesses. It's kind of a mystery for you, but it feels like you're just kind of like jumping in, like, okay, let's do this. Alright, but there's balance coming. Connect with this higher love, which I do feel like is this beings here. So let's get into it. Dove represents the seeker as the archetypal principle of the initiate, innocent initiate, who responds to the call to enter the mysteries, or to request information or advice from the oracle. The dove is brave and courageous in the search for wisdom and truth, and learns to trust his or her own inner knowing, when engaging not only with the oracle, but also with the powerful transformational forces encountered on this path. The dove carries an olive branch as a sacred offering so that the initiate or seeker can honor each of the Naturo who serve as our allies and guides in life and in our divine journeys with the oracle. The olive branch is humbly offered with the correct request for permission to enter into the relationship or mystery teaching offered by the archetype that appears in the reading. The white dove is the bridge between the present world of our humanity and the ancient past. For most people, the dove automatically evokes some kind of spiritual connection, as the olive branch evokes peace and reverence. This card is all about you. If you've chosen this card, you are being called to a place of innocence and trust, purity, and new beginnings. To fully receive the guidance that is being offered to you, you must be willing to empty out your old programming and beliefs, as well as your intellectual skepticism. Something new is coming. It may be a time for you to begin again. In other words, to become like a small child or a babe in the womb, open to new information. This is a time when an outer teacher may appear to guide you on your path. You may find yourself drawn to new teachings or new paths, including mystery schools. Now is the moment to respond fearlessly to that inner calling. This is the hidden or veiled one who serves as a medium between the worlds. She comes to us in dreams, flashes of intuition and visions, along with Isis and Nekbet, Mother Mutt. Nephthys is an aspect of the triple goddess. She relies upon spirit to deliver her in all things, and she holds the mystery teachings of life, death, and rebirth within her essence. Mother of Anubis, Nephthys is also the true virgin, or the woman unto herself, in her manifestation as a high priestess. In our shamanic visionary experience, she inspires the seeker as she whispers her secrets into the wind and dances exotically under the starry sky. with magnificent serpents winding around her beautiful bronze arms. Although she is less renowned than her twin sister, Isis, they are seen together on the walls of the temples and at either end of every sarcophagus in ancient Egypt. When Osiris' body was scattered throughout Egypt, it was Nephthys and Anubis who helped Isis find and gather the parts to make him whole again. When Nephthys appears, she is working with your third eye and your sense of intuition, which will guide you further into the mysteries and to which that is hidden in your subconscious mind. She helps you see in the dark. If you draw on this card, be especially attentive or watchful for synchronicities. What you may normally think of as a coincidence is actually the universe trying to gain your attention. Pay attention to those sudden hints of inner knowing and guidance, and watch for those outer events or experiences that form synchronicities and parallels to the inner messages you're receiving. When you give yourself the magic of Nephthys, she doesn't stop at opening your mind's eye, she also opens your heart. Allow your entire being to thrive as you begin to see things in a new way. We have this. Isis and her husband Osiris ruled the fertile lands of Egypt during the first times. Isis was beloved of all the people whom she served as a midwife and as a teacher of weaving and the healing arts. It was because of her great capacity to love and her skill in the magical arts that she was able to raise her murdered husband to conceive their son Horus, so that she could restore the enlightened reign of his father. Isis is the pure, clear essence of spirit and embodied in matter. She is always with us on this journey as a loving, supportive force through every transformation we undergo. Isis remembers us when we die, the shaman's death. She makes us whole again, and she urges us forth into a new incarnation, a new way of being at a higher octave of consciousness. She is both the queen of heaven and earth, and unfolds her multicolored wings to build a rainbow bridge of love between the worlds of form and formlessness. If you've chosen this card, Isis will see into the heart of the matter that you have brought before her to dispel confusion and allow clarity to emerge. She will show you how to bridge the personal with the transpersonal. As above, so below, Isis is committed to renewal and regeneration. She assists you in seeing both and, rather than the either or, in whatever situation that you are involved with. As you merge with Isis, allow yourself to feel the embrace of the Great Mother as her rainbow wings surround and envelop you. Notice how, in her embrace, she balances and attunes the chakras. Listen for her voice within as she offers you encouragement. Isis loves you regardless of what is happening in the world or in your life, and connects you with a powerful way to your own self-love. So you have Sobek and Horus represent two powerful opposing psychic forces found in all human beings, the old and the new parts of each of us. They appear together as adversarial allies to help us reconcile opposing forces and to create a harmonious, balanced union within. The crocodile god Sobek represents strength and fortitude, fertility and rebirth. From Sobek we inherited the reptilian brain that contains the ancient evolutionary patterns and rules the autonomic functions that have kept us protected, alive, and prepared to grow forward. Horus is son of Isis and Osiris. In this oracle, he comes into maturity and prepares to step into his full power as an enlightened ruler. All pharaohs are called Horus. As a hawk-headed solar deity, he is associated with the higher mental and spiritual functions. If you've drawn this card, it's time to take a deeper look at the energetic desire to evolve while stepping into a new way of being, because we keep talking about a new way of being. Alright, as you're going through this spiritual journey here, Gemini, as you're being initiated here. Way of being. You may experience a sense of conflict from the old self. In truth, it is willing, but needs to know that what is of value will not be lost, and that mistakes will not be repeated. This is an opportunity to take stock of a newer self that wants to evolve and step forward, and of the old self that wants to make sure that you have solid foundation to stand on. Drawing this card indicates that resolution is afoot. If there is a conflict in your life or something in the way of your forward and upward motion, meditating with these two seemingly opposing forces can bring you to a deepening understanding of a relationship or situation. It can also be a way, open the way for forgiveness. If you bump into that part of yourself that is closed to forgiveness, stay open. It's one of the most potent keys for resolution. Let's go with Maat. Maat is the eternal divinity who has created order from chaos since the beginning. She represents the cosmic law, divine order, and justice. She is also the balance for which we strive. Her symbol is the ostrich feather, which represents truth, cosmic truth, not relative truth. Maat is a powerful balancer and adjuster who helps us to accept and love the truth about ourselves. The light, the dark, no difference. Our brilliant radiance reflects our own light back to us so that we may truly see who we are and know where our work lies as we move toward greater wholeness. She is the regal mistress who reigns over the whole of mirrors. She sees beyond right and wrong and creates divine justice in our affairs. All beings serve this radiant one, for she embodies the rule of cosmic law. Her very being provides us nourishment for the gods, and then thrive and through us when we express Maat in our lives. In death, our hearts are weighed against the feather of Maat and must be found to be light, so that we may awaken as Assyrians, the goal of every ancient Egyptian. We lighten our hearts through self-acceptance and self-love. Holding this card indicates that Maat is giving you the opportunity to see yourself clearly, and love and accept yourself just as you are. Take some moments to merge with Maat as you feel adjustment and balance she brings to your heart. As you gaze into her radiant brilliance, you can glimpse a truth that may have evaded you until now. Learning to express Maat as a prerequisite to moving to the next level of consciousness in your outer world, which may be restoring a greater balance and creating order in the wake of some chaotic situation that has occurred in your life. Take time and make space to let Maat bring order. Okay, we have Anubis. Anubis is known as the god of the underworld, which is actually the inner world. He's an enlightened heart shaman, the opener of the way, who went before us to pave the way so that we may follow in his footsteps in our own search for enlightenment. Anubis knows how to surrender his heart and the entirety of his being to the ever-expanding cycles of death and rebirth in order to step more fully into his divine humanity here on earth. He is ever faithful companion and guide, stalwart protector who assists us in our ego deaths and the renewal of our soul's true purpose. He walks between worlds and knows how to sniff out the passageway between form and formless. He guards equally by day and by night. Anubis cares about us deeply and will guide us if we call upon him during our shamanic journey between the worlds. We can also call on him when someone we love dies, as he leads people safely through the transition we call death. When you pull this card, the shaman within you is being awakened, and you are being asked to surrender and let go of your old perceptions about how things are. With Anubis' guidance, you can feel your world, or whatever situation you're exploring, in a new way. As you develop a relationship with this jackal deity, you will gain access to his keen sensitivities. He will help you find things that you have lost and connect you to those you love, who are no longer in this world. Take some time to sit and meditate with the image of this card. Will you choose to travel with Anubis? Feel yourself surrender to the powerful shamanic journey that waits anyone who does. Okay, look at this. This is where we're being initiated here into the shaman sort of way. Alright, maybe you're a bit conflicted about it, but it's time to just kind of like go with it, kind of go with the flow here. Alright. Also accepting yourself so that you are light enough to be initiated here. Your heart. I feel like your heart is being opened here, Gemini, more and more. I don't know why they don't just put like all the cards in one area for each description. The dove represents the petitioner who is questing through the Anubis oracle. The innocent, trusting dove flies to meet Nekbet Mother Mut, offering the olive branch to the elder alchemist. The dove gains permission to enter the shamanic mysteries of Egypt. Nephthys and Isis form the sacred archway through which the dove must pass to go deeper into the heart of Egypt and her mysteries. If you draw this card, consider how your current life situation reflects the actions of the Turu pictured here. Something new, and perhaps something surprising is happening in your life, requiring you to take a chance or plunge deeply into the unknown. You have all the support and guidance that you need. Okay? Magic of Hathor's unconditional love prepares us to meet our shadow selves set as a trickster who shows us our shadow and clears a pathway for each of us to receive Watchet's greater awakening, an infusion of life force energy. When you draw this card, engage with these material directly and see how they are part of your life now. Allow yourself to experience the love of Hathor and the allies you can take with you as you face the shadow in yourself and your situation. With ensuing magical resolution, you can stand with humility before Watchet's towering power. Okay, Gemini. So that is what you're being initiated into these deities, into these gods here, opening your heart. Alright, loving and accepting yourself here. Going on into the new. This is the new part of yourself. Let's get some runes, some charms for yourself. So we do have Anubis here once again. We have the green man, which you're connecting to. We have obsidian, which is a protective stone. Here we have new beginnings, but that's more inside of yourself, Gemini, where there's new beginnings are happening, there's changes, there's communication coming forward here. I feel like with people, but I also feel like with spirits here. We do see a lot of spirits, a lot of deities here, Gemini. So, that's all I have for you. Like I said, first link in the description down below for personal reading. Also go to my Etsy shop. Go in there, go buy something. Really appreciate that. If you want to see more content, like, subscribe. Bye, guys.